Good afternoon and welcome yet to another Sport Rep show. My name is Jesse Jackson Kauraitha and I will be your host for today, uncovering some of the weekend events. It was indeed a very action-packed weekend with the Brave Warriors also in action, as well as the hockey teams. But before we go into the order of the day, here is this, we are a show that keeps giving. And once again, we are giving away this t-shirt, and that's the Made It in Life, sponsored by Speedy. All you have to do is answer that simple question: has the Brave Warriors qualified to the Africa Cup of Nations or not? Has the Brave Warriors qualified to the Africa Cup of Nations or not? Just drop your comments down there, and it will be given to the lucky winner, of course, on Thursday. That's on our live show. So here it is, Made It in Life. Nice polo shirt. It can be yours. So just go ahead and keep those comments coming. And now for your stories in detail, we'll first go to the back page of the Namibian Sun. And that's where you have some important stories that are in today's newspaper. You will see them for yourself, and that's important in terms of the NFA and all that. So you can see the back page, and that's it there. Cosmos says football will start. Well, it's controversy, confusion, and everything right there. And as well as the front page of the Sports Rep, you can also see that the negative quadruple, the Desert Jewels, are not shining as much as they are expected to, the Dep Marine Desert Jewels. So we'll go to that story in detail as well. And now for those stories in detail, at first is the NFA, the Namibia Football Association executive meeting of yesterday produced another shocking outcome with a lot of controversies. Two media statements, one stating that the league will start on the 17th of April, while the other states that the league will not start on the 17th of April. That was between the NFA Secretary General Franco Cosmos and the NFA President Ranga Haikali, with Haikali issuing the first statement stating that the league will not start, that's on the 17th, but will only start in August. But before, they will start with the MTC NFA Cup that will run from 17th April till the 31st of July. However, Cosmos, on the other hand, states that the league will start on the 17th of July and will run until the end of August. This will be a transitional period for the league where clubs will be divided into two groups, and that's so it's a group of 6 of the 12 clubs that have currently registered with the Namibia Premier League and the Namibia Football Association. It's a lot of drama and commotion, and we will keep bringing you more as it unfolds. At the moment, it's still a lot of confusion with a lot of press releases coming from the Namibia Football Association. But of course, we do hope that things will get better with time. And then the Brave Warriors yesterday, something positive as well from the weekend is that Peter Shalulile has continued his staggering form, scoring a brace for the Brave Warriors. He scored twice there to beat Guinea 2-1. That's in Group A of the AFCON. But Namibia has not qualified, knowing that Guinea and Mali have already booked their place for that tournament. We also have a video for you there prepared. That's of the game. Welcome back, and well, you could see there, well, the Brave Warriors, it was quite an impressive display, and as well we can say that youngster Prince Shiweda write that name down. He made his debut for the senior national team. Remember, Prince was just in action for the under-20s at the Africa Cup of Nations, and now he has made it to the senior team, and quite an impressive young player. He had the ball at once and also managed to beat a player there. So good luck to Prince in his future. We hope that he will do best. Another negative was that the Desert Jewels are on a receiving end of defeats. That's in South Africa at the Spa Challenge Tri-Nations Series. The Desert Jewels are yet to win a game. They have lost their first match. They lost, that's like 58-30 against South Africa before losing 49-28 to Uganda, and again 66-31 to South Africa, and once again losing 59-30. That was to Uganda. So the Desert Jewels are probably still ruining all the missed chances, studying the games well, and dimming at the end of the quarters. So they hope that they will be able to do better going into the future. A couple of fans have actually cut the team some slack, stating that, they have not been in action for a while, and as well as that, if you look at their rankings at the moment, you would say the national team is doing well. Their captain Yashinda Kambatuku actually said that the future does look bright if only the team can remain or keep the consistency going into the matches. Good luck for the team as well. And now we'll go to the hockey, where the DTS beat West Coast Wolves 10-2. That's in the Bank Windhoek Indoor Hockey Men's Premier League at the weekend, while the Saints sealed a 3-2 victory against the Sparta. That's in the Reserve League. Now we also have a video with an interview with that's Mr. Handura, also part of the hockey national team, as well as the success team. That's Mr. Handura, and he had this to say.
Yes, I'm Erwin Handura. I'm the Women's Indoor Hockey and Outdoor Hockey National Coach, and I'm also the head coach of the School of Excellence Hockey Club. So we are here at the Bank Windhoek Indoor League. This league started the first week in March. We are now in the 6th week of this league. So yeah, we're getting close to the semi-finals, and finals taking place around the 24th, 26th of April.
How has the season been so far?
The season has been very interesting, very exciting. We have 3 different leagues. We have a Premier League, Premier Reserve, and First League for men and women. There are lots of teams. There are 4 clubs from the coast. I think, if I'm correct, 3 from Walvis Bay and 1 from Swakopmund.
So this is currently the Premier Reserve.
There's a Premier Reserve game taking place now between Sparta from Walvis Bay and Saints from Windhoek.
Okay. How has the growth of hockey been? With Bank Windhoek coming on board, how has that influenced the growth of hockey?
Yeah, no, I think hockey has been growing more on club level, and in some regions like Walvis Bay in particular, because of schools hockey, it has also grown. But in the entire country, you want to see a better growth. Like in the past, we used to have hockey, Shakati, in Kavango, you understand, everywhere in all the regions, on school level. On school level, within Commerce and at the coast, etc., in North Central, like Tume, hockey is big, but on the outskirts of the regions, you understand, it's not that big yet, but on club level, it's really growing, where you have like now, if I'm correct, 16 clubs playing competitive hockey, which is a lot. In the past, these days we are even battling to have space for all the teams to play. Normally we have 4 leagues. We also usually have a junior league, a youth league, under 14. And because of the space of whole space is a problem. The facilities are a problem everywhere. So we have to limit.
How has the impact of COVID been on the hockey games here?
Well, I think the indoor season has been quite well, because we started in February and we've been playing. Schools hockey haven't started yet because of COVID. We only started during the 2nd term. And the impact, of course, everybody's affected. Like the national teams, men and women, are going now on the on the 11th of April, they're traveling to South Africa to play in the indoor World Cup qualifier. And the women, they're the defending champions. The men finished second last, so they have a really good chance to beat South Africa, because both of us, basically men and women, we got to beat South Africa. We want to make it to the next, to the World Cup, indoor World Cup next year.
Thank you so much, Mr. Andura.
You're welcome.
For you, you have 3 minutes.
Welcome back again. You must be wondering what I'm doing with this t-shirt. Well, it can still be yours. Just answer the simple question: has the Brave Warriors qualified to the Africa Cup of Nations or not? This is sponsored by Speedy. Speedy, thank you so much. Well, it can be one of the lucky viewers' t-shirt. It can belong to you. That will be on Thursday. We have already given 3 of those t-shirts away, and still more to come. We're giving them every week away. So just keep on commenting, keep those answers coming, and this t-shirt could be yours. Thank you so much. And now we go for the HopSol League. Well, it was indeed a pleasure watching the youth returning and playing football. That's the MTC HopSol Youth League, which commenced at the weekend. Fortis Academy coach Moses says he was impressed with the forcefulness his players displayed against the well-drilled Windhoek Gymnasium. A spectacular second half goal from the academy was enough to seal a 1-0 victory in their first match of the MTC HopSol Youth League. It was a number of matches that took place there. You can see in action, that's Rocco Kauta, a young boy who dreams of playing at the top of his game. We also have video footage prepared for you as coaches spoke about the importance of the matches and how they assessed the games.
Follow, boys, follow. Close. Well done. Pass now. Handambo tubuka, Hando tubuka. Nomor team. Hallo. Voor die zogenaamd kan probeer graag.
So, and so was the game, you. Was a dart up and you skill, you span. First you check. Was feel alright.
Coach Moses, this was a HopSol match for the under-15s. This is Fortis Academy. We played Windhoek Gymnasium. The match was very close. The boys did really well. We scored in the second half. So that was a very long-range shot. I liked it. The boys did great. I'm proud of them today.
This is the first match of the season.
This is the first match. Yes. We are in a tough group actually. So this will really help with the confidence. First points, 3 points for my boys. I'm happy about it. We will go back and improve. Right now we're even going to do some suicides. Gonna run up and down so that the boys don't underestimate the win and the opponents. At all times they have to be sharp.
So where do you think the match was won today?
The match was won I'd say we didn't play central. We played more on the wings. So I don't personally. My strategy is always to play on the wings. When you play central of the pitch, it always happens that you get the ball to the opponents. It's a very unpredictable area. So I know I've got fast wingers, so I played the ball there, and eventually I got an assist. My striker got the ball from a very long range. I insisted that it takes long range shots. He did that, and I'm happy about it.
Thank you so much.
I'm happy. I'm happy that there's players that are enjoying themselves. We'll sort out the registration issue. So hopefully the next game we'll have everyone, we'll have a strong team, and we'll go out there and kill someone. Yeah. You guys had a good game. We must be happy for ourselves. Now guys are full of you.
Yes, good afternoon. I'm Coach Sylvester Morangi from Windhoek Gymnasium. Coach the under 15s and under 17s. Yeah, it was a good game against the Fortes team. It was our first game for the year. So hopefully the boys are a little bit unfit and some are new boys in the team. So we managed to hold the game. Fortes is not an easy team. It's an academy that is coming for years now. We're a school that is only starting with soccer for 3 years now. So it was a good result for us. We are going to go back to the drawing board and just rectify some few things, especially fitness. So because the first half it was 0-0, second half we came to score in the 60th or whatever minute. So we are going to rectify. So we are building a strong team. We want to build a strong foundation for the boys, and we want to keep them disciplined as possible for greener pastures in the future.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, boss.
Always interesting, the start of great things for the MTC HopSol season. The young ones are able to fulfill or to chase their dreams, and that's playing football, hoping that they can one day actually emulate the likes of the Bimbo Shiheros, the Congo Hinjos, and that's playing from grassroots level, playing from under 11 level, under 15 level, and into the national team. That's what they hope for. And HopSol is a platform for that as well. I mean, it's a tournament. Colin Benjamin is one of the founders of this league as well. So now we have an important story here, and that's the national team colors of the hockey. And the hockey women's and men's indoor national teams will be traveling to South Africa, where they will be playing in the Africa Cup. And that tournament will serve as a qualifying tournament for the World Cup. So the team received its colors today. That's at the Sports Commission this morning, and we have footage prepared for you as well. As for me, Jesse Jackson Kauraitha, I will leave you with that. Please do not forget to join us again on Thursday for another action-packed show. And also don't forget to comment on the t-shirt and answer that simple question: did the Brave Warriors qualify to the Africa Cup of Nations or not? Ciao.
Was it the last Africa Indoor Cup, named as the best goalkeeper in Africa in indoor? It's Mr. DJ Strauss. This is the small lad here on my left-hand side. He's also the captain of the side. Then the second goalkeeper is Richter van Rooyen, also here. The vice captain is Mr. Pieter Jacobs, there at the back. Then number 4, Dakota Hansen. Then number 5, David Brits. Both of them are here. Number 6, Nico Nietlin. I don't think he's here, he's in school. Then number 7, Cody van der Merwe. Cody is a student in South Africa. Number 8, Liam Hermanus. He's also not here, but he's also a student in South Africa. Number 9, Owen Hetton. Number 10, Fagan Hansen. He's also here. Number 11, Brent Leek. He's a South African-based player. And then Mr. JP Brits. I think he's also a scholar in South Africa. So that is the team of the 12. Then the manager is Mrs. Mary Hansen. The head coach is Mr. Trevor Cormack. And the assistant coach is Jericho Bartlett. Sitting there at the end. So that's it.
I just want to thank the Sports Commission for, sending off the team officially. See, you guys look great in the MTC shirts. I only have a few words for you. Please go and qualify. Otherwise, we will not allow you back in the country. We sponsor so many sports codes, and I think it is only boxing that always bring back medals. Now we want hockey to qualify for this, and we want you guys to inspire the entire nation by qualifying, and after you have qualified, by going to the World Cup and coming back with good results. That is all we expect from you. And I know that is your intention as well, not just to go there and fill up the numbers. So all the best. We will be, I'm sure that a few Namibian journalists would also be there to cover the event and to see how the team is doing. That's the one thing we're lacking. We usually just get the results, but we don't get the behind the scenes stories, and that's why I think it is important that there's always a Namibian journalist, irrespective from which media house, that goes with and understands what's happening behind the scenes, what are the challenges, and so forth, so that when we read the stories, we can always read the stories in context in terms of what is happening there. But we are certainly proud of you. People like saying the fact that you are going there to compete is already a bonus. Those are all talks. We want you to go there, qualify. And once you have qualified, we want you to go there and compete and make this country proud, because I believe just as well as we don't just want to be any of the sporting nations, but we want to be known as a sporting nation that brings back results and that brings back medals. So with these few words, we wish you well, and we look forward to seeing you come back jubilant, celebrating that you have now qualified. So all the best, and thank you very much.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. It's fine.
Mr. President, it's our honor that your team now has been awarded national colors. This is a flag that we normally give to Team Namibia whenever a Team Namibia has been offered a
Once again, to reiterate from a player's perspective, I've been myself and my vice captain. This will actually be our third qualifier we're playing now, and just from our emotional and playing sense of view, we cannot lose again. I don't think our hearts or minds will be able to take it. So that is a big up for us. And MTC again, I've been part of our national setup for almost 15 years now, and I think this is one of the first tours where players, they do not have to worry about funding at all, and that takes a massive load it takes responsibility of parents and working players, and now we can focus on just what is important, and that's playing and qualifying. So again, thank you very much.
Okay, hello everyone. everyone on reality. Maggie is unfortunately not here. I would also she's here, but I would also like to thank MTC. I think given the current COVID situation, many of us wouldn't be able to go if we didn't have the funding. So thank you very much. And then I think we're very privileged to actually go and try to qualify this time, seeing that the tournament was postponed again, and I think we would like to have the men at the World Cup this time as well. So I would like to thank you all for all your support, and we're very excited to go.